Hello and welcome to the Sidders Knits video YouTube podcast.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Today is June 24th.
Yes.
Yep. And once again, we have a slightly dreary day, which is funny because we've been having like 100-degree weather, and then every time we record, it seems to be like a stormy day or something. Because like it's really dark, but it should still be light out, but because there's so many clouds and it's raining and storm clouds, but it's just funny because it's been like 100 degrees, so it's
super
and dry
hot.
dry 100
Yes.
degrees, and then the
Today.
day we record is rainy and kind of gloomy.
No, and we don't even we don't say, oh, it's going to be rainy, let's do podcasts. We have this on the calendar for days.
And I think it said it was going to be 100 degrees today too, and then,
And then it
randomly it changed. It
so
wasn't.
it's really dark.
It's just kind of funny.
So, and what time is it? It's like not even 7:30 in the evening.
Yeah.
So usually it's still plenty of light.
Mm-hmm.
So
like it's still bright, but
that's okay. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We're here.
Finally. So we'll get started with our mission accomplished, which I have nothing.
And I have some things.
Yeah.
So, let's see. What am I going to start with? So, I have been trying to use up some of my stash. So, some of this I'm not even quite sure what it is. And this is just random stuff. And I thought I'll see what weight it is and then just play with it. And so I don't know if this is even worsted. And this is a pattern, and I will get it for you. But it's it's really just basically like a ribbon shawl. But it has
I
some
didn't even
fun.
know you were making that.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put it on.
Okay. Yeah, it's got
Too.
some. So it's like a.
At first I thought it was a circle.
Oh yeah, nope.
So it's like a scarf. Yeah.
It's just a scarf. I shouldn't say just. And it was super easy. It took me maybe a couple days to make.
I'm not modeling it very well.
It's cute.
Yeah, I didn't even know you made this.
Yeah. So that was actually just like I didn't like free yarn. It was like just yarn.
Did you show the yarn on here before?
I might have. I think I did actually. It was like the little skein of like
that'd be
was
nice.
one Velcro.
Be fun with the coat, in your coat.
Yeah, and I thought it was like gender neutral. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's like
greens.
a pretty bright. Oh, is that green? I was gonna say yellow, but it's like a yellow, green, and gray, blue.
And then it's kind of like that fun yarn. So
yeah,
that was the one thing that I made, and I kind of just played around with the edges. Made it just to see like how much yarn I had. If I had less, I think of the green or yellow that color is, then more. So I did that one. And then I might have shown this the last one if I had more of them. I had more of these.
I don't remember if it was those ones or if it was
I made
different
some others
ones.
when I found.
Yeah.
So this is green. I must be on this neon green kick. So I don't know if how it's going to show, but I did make a couple of these. Again, this was a slip stitch dishcloth, and just with some leftover cotton yarn. I was trying to make some up. I knew I should take a picture of my room that I've turned into. It's like a spare room. It's going to be kind of like a yarn room, or maybe I can talk about that next time. But and then I made this scarf, and again the name of it I'm forgetting, but I'll give it to you, the link. It's on Ravelry, and this is with that shale loop yarn. Again, this is some older stuff, and it is this beautiful purple. I don't know if you know or not. If you know me, you know my favorite color is purple. And then you want to hold up one side, so maybe we can get that. I really like the stitch.
Yeah,
it was easy. It's like super easy. You just cast on however much, and then you go from there. And I think, yeah,
that's cool, and it's slightly metallic-y.
This has got a little bit of it. So, it's sometimes when you have like a.
Is this yarn that you showed on here at all, or no?
This is another yarn that I picked off at the break room.
That's what I was wondering if it was. Did you show it on here?
I might have. It's called Shale.
I don't remember.
Shale D-loop or something. Yeah. Isn't that cute?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another nice one for with your jacket on. And
I'm thinking people are going to be getting some scarves and hats, but and then I have this super cute one. This is a shrug. So this is for Belle, my granddaughter, and it's like a hot pink. I wish the lighting was a little bit better. We'll get pictures though, and it's
it's not terrible, but it's like
it's
a very
really
vibrant
pretty hot pink in here. So, and it's not hard at all. There you go. You see some stitch definition in there. Not hard. I took this camping, and Belle was there, so I was trying it on her. And so it's a little, so I have a crochet dress I might have shown on here that I still not finished with it. It's that crochet is just throwing me for a loop. But so then of course I said I want to try, I just want something else. So I need to find buttons for it. So if you guys know of some good places for buttons, like fun, unique buttons, let me know. Comment down below.
I haven't been looking to see if we have any comments. Have you been checking?
I have checked not
Okay.
lately, but yeah, comment if you got, even if you just watch it, comment. Hey, we're doing this. It's fun for us, but
Yeah.
we said, oh, okay, you guys comment. Let us know that you're.
I know. I need
there.
to check for comments. 'Cause
Usually,
I don't check
sometimes
the
you get
email.
them.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it like emails you, but I don't check that email much. So
Yeah, we should. So
yeah.
okay, and then I have one more that I finished. This is called the Trinity Tote, and it is on the link. It's on, I think it's on Ravelry, but you can get it at Jimmy Bean's Wools, where I saw.
That's a crochet thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay,
Now I
so-
was able to finish this.
Yeah.
So Jimmy Bean's, well, it's Madeline Tosh has a new yarn out, and their newest is called Wool and Cotton, and it's a DK weight, and so it's 50% wool, 50% cotton, and this is the tote. It's called the Trinity Tote, and I made this with the color Gigi Loves Orange and Arctic.
Oh, didn't you talk about, or you got stitch markers from that GG,
Yes, did I show
right?
those?
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
I
you
might
didn't
have.
show them, but you talked about them. I think.
Yeah, so let's pull it, because I haven't blocked it, and it's funny, it's like it's cotton, so I don't know how much,
Oh yeah.
but it has wool in it, so
Yeah.
it's super
That's
cute.
fun, yeah, it's
So
definitely
it's
a
really
cool design.
basically like 3 squares that you put together, and then you have the
Yeah.
handle up on the top,
That's
which is
cool.
just putting them together and doing some little stitching,
Yeah.
crochet. So
Huh. That's cool.
it was fast. I haven't woven in the ends, and then this right here, like a little chain
Is it like
stitch.
an eye loop?
It actually, no, it's because it's crochet, and I can't
Oh,
remember
huh.
what it's chain, and then you maybe single crochet on it. But these are supposed to be for tassels, so I haven't quite finished it yet. It will be, but you know what? Good enough. If I started to weave the ends in, we're calling it.
Yeah, you did a ton. I didn't realize you did like all of this stuff.
Yeah, I
last
think I finished
month.
that. Yeah.
I've done
And
nothing.
those, and I have one more too. So, and this isn't really a pattern. I just kind of did my own, but it's, I don't remember even how many I cast on. This is made with the Plymouth Dream Baby DK, and I used just cast on, just like a basic baby hat, knit, and then these are just like knit 2 together, yarn over, and then just knit more, and then do that the same. So it's really not a pattern. I follow just plain
Cute.
basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
So that's a little baby hat that I finished, and I think is that everything.
I think so.
That's all my-
Can we turn the fan off?
That's right.
We're back, hopefully with a little less background noise.
Yes.
We-
It sounds much
Yeah,
better.
we
See, it's so
meant
funny.
to turn it off and
Yeah.
then forgot, and then I was like, oh, I can hear it.
I know.
Forgot.
Ah.
So hopefully it's not too
Yeah.
bad. Oh, it was only the first couple minutes, so.
Okay, that's
And you
good.
can see all your projects.
That's
so
true.
I
You
think
just
it'll be
turn the-
okay.
turn
I
the
think it'll
mu-
be okay.
Turn the volume down.
Yeah. Okay, was that all of your finished stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that all? That was.
I
quite a
know. Well, that's what I
bit.
meant. Like, it's
So
like
we
a
have
Mary
a-
Poppins bag that didn't end.
We
Yeah,
have
a
this-
lot.
What I do at home in the house is I have this little basket, and it's funny because I asked Vincent to put one of those away, and he said, "Oh, in the podcast basket." It was cute because he's
Yeah.
got it. Yes, it's the
Yeah.
podcast basket. So yeah, that's what everything I finished
Yeah, that's a
last.
lot.
Yeah, well, it's been a while since we did a
I
podcast,
know,
so
But
yeah.
I've done nothing, and you have a whole basket of finished stuff
We've
that,
got a
like,
lot.
I don't think any of those were started last time, right?
I think I
don't
might have
remember
started
that.
this.
Oh, but I don't think you.
Yeah.
I don't think you talked about it in this.
Yeah, so hopefully, and then
Yeah,
I had
it's a
done
lot.
these already. So
Oh, okay.
these were done. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, then on to, what's our work? Dang it! I had it earlier and I forgot the work in progress. What's that one?
Yes.
Stitches started.
Stitches started.
Stitches started. Okay. So. Ready to see progress on that sock?
Oh, I didn't even bring my sock.
So remember this sock from the last month? So I've done a couple inches on it.
Yay! Where's the mark?
Yay,
Did you put the
right
mark
there.
on it?
Yep. So this is
Oh,
after
sweet.
last episode. So this last month, this is the total that I've knit in the last month. Which actually, I mean, at least that's something. I went months without knitting at all. So I mean,
Hey,
woohoo.
yeah.
I knit a couple inches on a sock.
Hey, and you know what? She went to a yarn store. She
I
came
did.
into Jimmy Beats. So
Twice, wasn't it twice?
Did you go twice? Yes, yes. You got yarn and you came with Carter one time. Was that?
Yeah, because the first time I don't know if I bought anything that. Oh, I did. I bought, and I forgot that I was gonna grab the rainbow yarn for the rainbow socks.
Oh yeah.
So I bought that. I forgot to bring
That's
it.
right. See, so
And
she's
then the second time I bought the yarn that I'll talk about for our projects in the queue.
Okay.
But yeah, which actually this is for Grandma's birthday.
okay.
First I was like, maybe it'll be a Father's Day gift, and then I was like, Father's Day passed. Grandma's birthday's coming up. It'll be a birthday gift for Grandma, because I like to give her socks every year,
Yes.
like socks or some other kind of like handmade. Because I did make her that Afghan for Christmas.
Oh, that was really pretty. Yeah.
But socks, and she wears them. I just love that. I see her like a lot. She wears them. So, which I know I mentioned that on here a couple weeks ago. But yeah, so I mean, I have to figure out, because I was measuring against like my foot, and I just have to figure out like how long I want to make them and everything. But I'm just knitting along. I still have a lot. So, yep.
That's
probably
pretty, very pretty.
in the next week. I better kind of get to the point where I'll be ready to cut them apart. Give me a couple weeks to do the heels and toes.
Oh, okay. So what are you doing with that?
Just, I'm going to do afterthought everything. So there's some videos, and so I'm going to have to watch some videos online. So like, I'm just going to make a big old tube.
And then you're making 2 socks.
Yeah. And then I think what you might cut it, like not cut it, but you know, like go
is that
in
scary? Like
an
afterthought heel. Like
you do it
like
for
that.
the toes, and then you also do it for the heel. I've never done it, but I just didn't feel like stopping for.
That's a good idea. Okay, well, you can let us know how it goes.
There's a lot of videos on YouTube now about it.
Okay.
A couple years ago there weren't, but now there are. So
that will be interesting.
That's what I've done.
Yay!
Yeah, I know.
That's good though.
Woohoo!
So stitches started.
Yes.
Like progress. In progress.
Yeah, you can probably put your baskets.
Yeah.
It's fine,
I'm working. So I'm really trying hard to not like start a whole bunch, but I started stuff anyway. Like all of those things you saw in the basket were, a lot of them were started because I didn't want to get to this particular one thing. So I guess I just have one thing in here that I'm working on because I'm trying. I have that darn crochet dress, but it's just about doing it. So this is a dog sweater, and so at work, they gave us a pattern to kind of try out, and then we were given some Barocco yarn to work with. Well, we have Barocco yarn to work with, so picked 2 colors, and so the people that are participating in it. And I've messed up, and I know it, so you can really see it in the.
Oh, that's funny because I can't really notice
really
it. But then
see
in
it
the video,
camera.
yeah.
And so what it is just your basic pattern. She gives you, dimensions, like do measurements. Take of your dog. So of course, we have 2 dogs. We have a little, like maybe he's like 20 pounds around there, and then we have a pit bull mix. And I said I would do it for the pit bull because the smaller one already has a sweater. So sure, I'll do it. Which was a mistake because it's taking me forever. I would have been done with this a long time ago, but it's okay. It's all good. So I'm trying this colorway or whatever you call it. And it actually looks good on camera.
I like it. I
see
think it's really pretty.
You can really see where I messed up. So I actually took this pattern from like some Fair Isle hat that's on Ravelry, and I'll have to get it so we can give them credit for it. But I'll get the information on it. And so what happened was it starts here and I work down, and then on the pattern it told you to just basically, I think is where you would stop the color work. And so not realizing, I just went through the whole pattern, like maybe 30 rows of it, where 29 was like, it's a 10 row repeat. So it was maybe like, knit 5, in gray, and then 1 in the teal blue color, and then knit 5 or 9 or whatever. Whereas I should not, and then the other one was just knit, and I shouldn't have done that. So I learned, so now as I go, but it's increasing as you're working in this pattern, and then binding off, casting off for the leg as you're working in this pattern. I'll come back and do some ribbing around here. So I'm almost done. I think I have about another inch to go, and then I can start, I think, decreasing or casting off, and then working just on the back part of the dog sweater. So hopefully I'll have it done. They want to get pictures and stuff, so we're all going to send our pictures of our dog. So that's my work in progress.
Yeah.
That's what I have some that one I'm going to cast on, but isn't that like,
I know.
It doesn't, it's funny, it doesn't seem like I have a whole lot, but yeah, I feel that I'm constantly trying to finish knitting or do something. I think it's because I'm obsessed with this thing. I want to get this done because I'm tired of doing I will be honest, and I'm really tired of doing the 2 colors. I just want a sock to knit. Like,
I want something else.
Yeah. I'd like just plain knitting. I don't have to look, but I don't. Yeah. Every time when I go to work and I see people, I was telling you, somebody picked a color or a cowl, and it's Malabrigo, and it's that, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's carousel or caracol. It's beautiful. It's like this super chunky yarn, and then it's got like this threading, and like it can be like an orange color of yarn, and then the black threading that crisscrosses around it. Oh, it's gorgeous. So she picked this beautiful, and I go, ooh, I want to see it. Stop. I have so much yarn and so much, so but anyway, it's all good.
So projects in the queue. Yes. I have something new. We're both doing this. So a couple weeks ago, which they talked about it sooner, but I just didn't see it until a couple weeks ago. So the Sierra Nevada Yarn Crawl, which we live in that area that's like encompasses this yarn crawl, they are doing, do they call it make along?
Make
right?
along.
Yeah. So make along
or make.
I'm trying to remember, but what it is it's a shawl pattern, and it's either crochet or knit, and then like to leading up to the yarn crawl that's in September, and then kind of the idea is that then everyone wears their shawls that they made leading up to it, and then a bunch of different stores did kits and things, and it's really cool. And then so anyway, they had their like cast on party, which I didn't do it. It was like
on
a Zoom thing, and
I
wanted to, and then I didn't. So I'm going to try to attend at least one of them because that'd be kind of fun to go. But and as you'll see, I didn't start. So that's one where I'm super excited, and I like the shawl too. I think it's cute.
I know the name of it.
Well, I think that's a crochet version,
is, but
right?
here's the knit. Yeah.
So it's the Emerald Bay shawl. Are we able to? I don't know.
Here's the front. The front of it.
Yeah, there we go.
So it's by Justine Chanel, and it's beautiful. And if you live near anywhere, like here in Reno, I know Jimmy Bean's Wool, and I think all of the yarn companies that are the stores that are participating, they kind of made up their own. I call it it's a kit. They're calling it a kit, and it's really just you purchase the pattern. So you would go on Ravelry and purchase it, and they have knit and crochet. So so
you just need like 2 skeins of fingering
weight.
Because I went into Yarn Refuge because I was kind of hoping to get now I can't remember her name. It's in Knott's Tahoe. What's her yarn company called? Storyteller Yarn. So I wanted to get like maybe hers and then the archaic fibers. But just when I went in there, I think it had probably been kind of picked over because like normally there's quite a bit of selection and there just wasn't as much. And so that's my guess, is that I hit it kind of after everybody had shopped for their stuff. And there was a kit that I kind of liked. It was really pretty, but it had yellow, and I just was like, I don't know if yellow is my color. It just kind of where it was like,
did they have the yarns up together as a kit?
She had some, yeah.
I like that idea.
So she had like bags of the kits, and I went through them, and it just, none of them were quite hitting me where I was like, yeah, that's the one. And so it was hard because I don't stay in shops that long, but I actually stayed there a while, like comparing yarns and looking, and none of them felt like quite what I wanted, especially when it's a lot of money. So that was a hard, so I ended up not getting one there. And then I went over, I think I went to Jimmy Green's right after that, I think. And then I didn't find anything then either. And I was like, well, I'll just do something in my stash. But nothing in my stash worked. And it's frustrating because I have yarn, but I was like, none of them are matching enough that I'd wear it.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, if you're going to do this, it needs to be something I'm going to wear if I'm going to spend all this time. So a few weeks later, I went back and bought some.
Yay!
So I bought,
What
this is Tosh
Big Sky?
Marie. Oh, are they different?
No, they're Mal and Tosh. So these kind of went into like, they collaborated a little bit.
Oh.
So they're both see Tosh Merino Light.
Yeah.
But this is Anne Shibui knit. So colors, it's the colorway. And I believe this is Big Sky. I believe this is all gone. Like here,
really?
I went and looked today because we're missing out there in the front entryway. And then I went to look. I'm like, nope, sure enough. And then I thought, did Sydney get the last one? But no, people have purchased it since.
Well, and it was one of those, like, I mean, it's really pretty, but like, I think part of why I grabbed it is because there was that shawl or whatever up front.
Yeah.
And that was I know that was with something else.
Yes.
But the color, it was this color. And I was like, wow, that's super pretty knit up. So I got this one, and I know the color I initially wanted was out. So then I ended up doing this one, and I think this is going to be a fun mix of two colors.
And that is the emerald bay shawl that you're doing.
Yes.
So they also have
Big
a
Sky
crochet. Yeah. So that's the knit version. And if you go onto the Sierra Nevada Yarn Crawl, if you're Instagram, go there. They have, is it SierraNevadaCrawl.com? I'm looking here.
Well, if you just like
Sierra
Google
Nevada
Sierra
Yarn
Nevada
Crawl,
Yarn Crawl,
yeah. And then it'll show you all the list of all the stores that are participating, and the dates are September 16th through the 19th this year. So we have to pick a time. I'd love to go.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I think it'd be
well,
fun.
hopefully, the weekend we can like.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I have to check it out. So, and then the crochet one is called Meandering Up Mountains, and so that's by Michonne Chandler. So make along, So and they're getting together by Zoom. So if you want to do it that way, but like Sydney was saying, I think it's going to be fun to look at everybody, and they'll be wearing their shawl, and we'll be So
tonight, since I already have it out, I'm gonna get these skeined up. Okay. Maybe I'll hand them to my husband to do. He likes doing that. I mean, I do too, and especially I have a nice ball winder. It's really not. It's not that hard. I just have to grab it from the closet. So.
Yeah.
Do you have? Okay, and then you have yours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't think I realized what colors you were doing.
So this is I did not do Madeline Tosh. And of course now I look, I could have picked that, but this was a sock. This is the Malabrio sock, and I do not even know what the colorway is. I didn't even realize
they had a sock.
It's Stone Chat. I think it's a discontinued color. So it's pretty. Let's see if you can
hard to see because it has browns and stuff.
Yeah, and reds. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And then I went and got some heritage yarn by Cascade.
Oh, okay.
I went inexpensive this
time. Well,
I
know. I was looking at I think it was the Cascade. Is it the room of Cascade or something?
Yeah, the whole room.
After I had picked these, I was looking. I'm like, man, maybe I should have.
Yeah, but but you can't I don't know if you can get the right.
I was looking.
And I wonder if we should turn that light on. I think it'd be.
I don't know. I can try it.
Okay.
It just seemed like it was kind of yellow. We can see.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's a little bit better. Look at for the color yarn. What do you guys think? Oh well, you know that we normally. Okay, so let me show. I
can see them better, but I don't know.
See how you can see the.
Oh, you can see the reds more.
Yeah, look.
Yeah,
that's pretty. And then I got this color, and this is the brown. So the brown's going to go in with that. It does look good together. And it's really funny because normally I'm like blues and purples. And this time I thought, I'm going to go out of my, comfort zone. And I'm going to pick, let's see. It's probably just going to tell me the number anyway. So it's Cascade Heritage. So fingering weight. We'll see how they knit up. So I did start. It's a size 4 needle that it's knit on. I started with those are
the Chowder. Yeah. Looks like.
I love them, but you know what? They kept slipping off my needle because they're metal. So I was thinking I might need, I don't know. And I think part of me is like, I just want to finish this dog sweater. Just finish the sweater.
Yeah.
So, but I really want to get started. That'll be my next. Yeah. That's my the next thing I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's me too. Because I have socks and I have some stuff to work on, but because I know I forgot that yarn, but. I'm doing an internship, and that's why they had this really fun. So the lady that's like I call it a preceptor, but she's like my, kind of like the person that I'm working with that I like is like working on not working on the project with me, but she's like my boss-ish on the project, I guess, supervisor. I was just trying to think of like how to explain it.
Yeah.
And she wears like rainbow stuff all the time. So she has like rainbow socks, a rainbow sweater, like she just has rainbow stuff. And so that's when I went into Jimmy Beans. I was looking for like, I mean, I ended up getting this later, but yarn for the shawl. And then I saw that and I was like, oh, perfect. Because it's a set, like a sock set, and I'll have them next time. I'll bring it. But and they're
it's
rainbow,
really pretty,
and it's it's the 2 skeins, so it'll make like 2 matching socks.
And which brand did you get? Was it the Unique, or was it that Biscotte?
I don't think it was a Biscotte. I think it must have been
Unique
or something.
Unique. I think it was the Unique.
Oh yeah, because
is it in Harmony?
I don't remember, but I'll have to, maybe I can just put a picture in here of the box, because they're still in the box, and it's cute. I like even the box that they're in. And it's a 2 like yarn balls, and I think they match, and so then you make them, and I might just do like shorty socks or something, but
to make it quicker.
Yeah. But it's one of those, and I need to make stuff even for the other people that work there, because everybody has to help me out, which they already have like full-time jobs, and then it's like, oh, here's an intern that is also there to, that needs help, which they're great about it. They're fine, but still, it's like, oh, they're
doing a little extra, right?
Doing extra for me. Right. So I thought, oh, I could make them something.
Yeah.
So there's actually, I think I know certain hats where there's like lots of colors. I think it'll like in muted colors, but the different colors I think would be nice. So
yeah,
those projects also are in my queue, but
that's fun. I think. Yeah, I rather more than just, I'm trying to get my yarn stash organized / under control, right?
Yeah.
And so I've been putting them in little bins and putting them, like trying to separate them, not just by color, but by weight. So I've been seeing like I had to have a bigger bin just for worsted. So worsted weight is what I have a lot of. And then I have a lot of fingering weight. And it's funny because I think I've been knitting socks for like that's what we first got started on, like years. And now I was just talking to another lady that came to the store today. We were laughing about how what we like is like, it's not so easy to see. We have to have like the bright light and with that small size of needle, but I love socks. Socks are something that are fairly quick once you start getting to go on them, It's not like you're making a sweater, but but it's also smaller needles and smaller yarn, so a little bit of both. I like it, but
all right. Well, now moving on to, I think we kind of do recipe and random recommendation both. So together. I'll talk about a recipe first. So here's recipe of the week. I made this shrimp the other day. So I follow this lady on Instagram, Elise Ellis. And she posts recipes. So like they're like macro friendly recipes. She has like a meal plan, and everything's been really good. Well, and I do get her meal plan, so like that's like a paid thing. But then she posts a lot of recipes on her Instagram, and one of them is a shrimp, and it was so good. I mean, it was. So you have the shrimp, then you put it like in a breading, and then you put it in an egg wash, and then you put it in like panko breadcrumbs and stuff, and then you bake them, and they were so good. Even as leftovers, like in the microwave, they were still really good. And I think like if you put a little sauce on them, they'd probably be better. But like I know the night that I made them, when I pulled them out of the oven, it was one of those, I had gotten dinner or something, and so I was like, well, this will be like, I'm making it tonight for tomorrow, and I kept like eating them and snacking because they were just like super crunchy. And then the next day, like I think so, like my husband and my son and I both had it like as leftovers. My husband was like, man, that was really good shrimp, and I was like, that's not even like fresh out of the oven. And had we used like the air fryer to heat them up, they might have gotten that crispy. But so that's why I wanted to share that, because a little more like labor intensive in that you have to bread each shrimp. So
but you have to do that with
like
anyway.
But that it's a little bit more than I typically like to do, having to like do every individual piece. But it was really good. And it's just posted on Instagram, so I'll have to see how I can.
What's her name again?
Elise Ellis.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll have to see how if I can I think you can link a post on Instagram.
Yeah. Hopefully you can. Okay.
They were super good.
Yeah. Yeah. When you said that, I thought, oh, you have random recommendation. I think I've just been trying more of those meals from the
Clean
Simple Eats.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I have this, a lot of times when I try to eat, like, trying to eat healthy and trying to be, better, the family's like,
yeah.
And so this time I just thought, I'm just going to do this, because Sydney's you're the one that told me about it. And you said that your family will just like it. They like it. So I thought, well, I'm going to try it. And it's funny, the first recipe I made from it, Adam, my almost 20-year-old son, he was like, this is really good. This is really good. This is really good. And everybody and I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't have to tell him. And everything that is in there, I really like. Now, whether I stick to it or not.
Yeah.
It's like,
because I like, that's what I use
it.
a lot of is their recipes. And I love cooking their food. That's, tonight we did one of their recipes too. That is just like a haystack kind of thing. But it's like potatoes. And it was like a 15-minute dinner. Like I just had to cook the potatoes in the air fryer. Just
and that's
quick,
one thing. Yeah. When it's really good recipes, really good food, and it tastes that way, it makes you want to eat that. Like I was telling you about the donut thing, and I think that's what I went in for lunch, and there were donuts in the break room, and I went to go eat, and I was just eating it was this egg. It's so yummy. It's like egg whites, and it's an English muffin and pepper jack cheese and avocado, and I was just looking so forward to it, and I go in there and I'm eating, and one of the guys at work comes in, he goes, how can you stay away from these donuts? And I told him, like, this is so good. My lunch. I've been looking forward to it. You don't even think about it because it's so good. And if I could learn to just, my thing is like, oh, I want one. Now I want another. Now I want another. But I've just learned to be like, okay, this is really good. And then look forward to something else or that. It would be good. But I still enjoy making them. I'm not going, it's too hard. Like some recipes are too hard. Like they want you to get, the seed from the, the planet Mars from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just can't. So these are good. And a lot of times I'll look, I had that. I have it. Or if I don't have the exact thing, then I just use like, instead of, certain thing, I'll use like, instead of almond butter, I have almond butter. I may not have what they recommend as far as that goes, but I have that and substitute it in. So
yeah, because I like those a lot.
Yeah. That's my recommendation.
Yeah.
We should put what books you're reading. That would be a good one too. Yeah. Are you reading any books? I got it on audio thinking that I would. Well, I'm in a book club too, and I haven't been really good at it lately. I was there for a while, but.
So is this like your random recommendation?
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll stop there.
It can be. Well, you can share it for your random recommendation. Do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Share the book.
So I have a random recommendation. And it is called, that's what I'm trying to get. It's called, actually, I don't even know if it's a recommendation. I haven't finished it already. So that's why it's random, right? Because I haven't finished. But it's called Blackout. It's by Connie Willis. And it's kind of about time travel. The reviews I've heard are good. But it's time travel and it goes back to like World War II. So I'm not a huge war buff. I don't know a lot about it. That part of history I must have blacked out in school. It didn't interest me. And so, but now I wish I would have learned more about it because, it's part of history and I wish I would know and understand this a little bit better. So I thought, well, if it gives me a fantasy book, that genre, maybe I'll learn more about it. So it is about that. It's about, I think it's kind of some kids, maybe a teacher, and they go back in time. I'm not sure what, and I will let you know, but that'll be my kind of, that's why this is random. I just threw it in here. So
cool.
Yeah.
Well, then I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We talked about the fun stuff, and it's about half an hour. We did pretty good.
Yeah, because I think the other video was 5 minutes-ish or something. So, yeah. So next time I should have something, maybe. Yeah. That hat. I know I didn't bring the hat because I haven't done anything on it, but it's probably would take me less than a half an hour to finish. I just have to switch needles, and
it's so funny. I know what
such
is
a pain. Yeah, and then
it's,
if I didn't finish it right away, it's just like done.
Yeah.
So next time I will, because it would take me less than a half an hour to finish.
And I think these podcasts get us going to where like, okay, I'm gonna.
At least I think about it.
Well, and I'm trying to clean up I tend to leave my stuff on the couch because that's where like and when we're all done and we're ready, we'll put on a show and I just knit during that time. So I need to clean up that couch. It's pretty messy.
I have my stuff in a bin, like in one of those cubicle things behind the couch.
Oh yeah, I've
Is
got
where all
that
mine
my stuff
goes
there too, but
in.
it spreads out onto the couch. It's kind of like that, but yeah.
All right. Well, then I guess we will be back in a couple weeks.
Yes.
You'll probably have more finished objects, and I'll have a little bit. Maybe
She'll have
going.
wound her yarn.
Yeah,
She'll cake
I'll
up
get
her
at least
yarn.
to that step.
We'll get there. We got to finish it by September.
I know. Time's ticking.
Well, if we want to get on Zoom, we better at least have it cast on.
I know. At least start it. Not like a month later.
And it was beautiful. It was just it kept slipping off. But I'm like,
did you rip it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
Yeah.
These are.
So that's what I was like. It's not started on there.
No, I had it, and it's like cast on 4 or something.
Yeah,
and then you got to
really
do the yarn
tiny.
over,
Yeah, where it's
whatever.
just not worth like.
And it's I don't know. I think I'm just I want to finish it. I'm getting really close
get the
to
dog
this.
sweater done.
Yeah. So I'll work on that and then go from there.
There we go.
And then I want little things like dishcloths and scrunchies or whatever they are. Someone came in today and they had a it was crocheted, but it was like a big, like those bath spongy things. Those. Yeah. And it was big. It was really pretty though. I mean, it's cool because she just did a mixture of yarn. I thought, now there you go.
Fun.
Probably not finish that either. So, okay. We'll see you next time. Bye.